We start Fox 13 News Quickcast with developing news in West Valley City. A man has died after a stolen vehicle crashed into a house near 3300 South Lehigh Drive.
Take a live look at the scene right now. Police say an officer spotted a stolen vehicle and started tracking, not pursuing it, in an unmarked car. Now that car turned into a neighborhood from 3100 South Redwood Road. 3 suspects got out of the vehicle and police started to converge on them. However, the driver then got back in the car and took off. The other 2 passengers did not. They both were arrested. Officers then used spike strips to stop the suspect. The suspect hit a police vehicle and lost control.
He lost control of the vehicle, went through the yard of one home, went through a chain link fence of a second yard, and smashed into that house, taking out a good chunk of the front room of that house. There was a person standing in front of that house, a 24-year-old man, and he was hit and he was killed.
Now, the suspect then crashed into a third home's yard and into another vehicle. After all of that, the suspect was taken into custody. Police say all of the suspects involved tonight are teens. This whole incident also prompted a natural gas leak, forcing people in 5 homes to evacuate. We will continue to follow the story and update you online as we learn more.
Also into the Fox 13 newsroom just now, the Utah County Sheriff's Office says the 2 teen boys who were caught on surveillance video breaking into and damaging the Culinary Water Booster Station in Elk Ridge have been identified and referred to juvenile court. This happened on the night of May 12th. They are facing trespass and criminal mischief charges.
Despite vocal opposition, the Wasatch Front Regional Council approved a transportation plan, which includes plans for the Little Cottonwood Canyon gondola. Council members told frustrated taxpayers that federally they are required to include the gondola in the plan because UDOT has backed the option to solve traffic problems in the canyon.
The fact that it's in the plan still, and the fact that our government told us that it was illegal to side with the people, leaves me feeling pretty upset.
Ski Utah and Snowbird did speak in favor of the gondola, saying it will solve traffic problems. Now, if UDOT doesn't change its mind, the Regional Council has said construction of the gondola would begin in 2043. That's 20 years from now.
Wow. A building that was being turned into an indoor pickleball court in Holiday collapsed at about 4 this afternoon. There were 7 workers inside. No one was hurt, but nearby businesses had to evacuate.
We just thought it was a gas leak, but everybody was rushing it, especially from the Holiday Dental. They were grabbing their car and then getting out really quick. So we didn't know exactly what happened until later on.
Unified Fire says city engineers will determine the next steps.
The Nebo Loop Scenic Byway in Payson Canyon has been washed out. The Utah County Sheriff's Office says repairs could take some time. Officials probably will not be able to examine that area until next week. Allison.
We do have more scattered storms in the forecast headed into the next couple of days, but when you wake up partly cloudy, we'll still see a few areas for isolated storms possible across northern Utah, but not as great of a chance as what we saw earlier this evening. We're mainly going to be drying out. Temperatures for tomorrow morning about 45 to 60 here across the state, with more scattered storms into the afternoon, especially for northern Utah and central Utah and off to our north and west. St. George, you're about 85 to 90 through the holiday weekend. Great weather ahead for you. And for the Wasatch Front, scattered storms Friday, Saturday, isolated Sunday to Tuesday. More chances for storms next week.
Thanks, Allison. The highly anticipated Delta Center sign is finally back up on the home of the Utah Jazz in downtown Salt Lake.
For many Utahns, it brings back memories of the late 1990s when the Jazz made it to the NBA Finals twice. The sign is now posted on the northeast side of the arena. The southeast side will have its sign by tomorrow afternoon.
Hopefully more good times to come in the Delta Center. That's it for Quickcast. Good night, everyone.
Good night.